Today we'll see about ORMAN restore and recovery. Okay, so ORMAN restore and recovery. Is my voice audible, clear? Or any background noise? Any background noises? No. Okay.
No.
Okay. Yeah. So Maurice also has arrived. So
Sorry for the delay. I just got home. I just came from outside. So.
Okay. No issues, Maurice. Fine. So today we'll see about ORMAN restore and recovery. Okay. So in the previous classes and all, we saw about the types of the ORMAN backups, the levels, all those things, the commands, all those things. We'll see today ORMAN restore and recovery. Fine. So how will we do that? Right. So as usual only, ORMAN has an internal algorithm through which it is doing the backup. When we give restore, automatically it will restore. Just we are restoring however we are giving the backup commands. Similarly, we are giving restore and recover commands. So for example, like this, restore whatever the data file. So for example, data file 1 or restore the whole database itself we can give. Okay, or restore that table space, particular table space level. Okay, table space name. So all these things like this we normally used to give. Fine. So now recover table space. How will you recover? Means recover as usual table space, the corresponding table space name. Because what's the difference between restore and recover is you have you have the recovery means you are applying archive logs. Okay, so apply archive logs, you call that as apply archive logs is called recovery. And we can do it in many modules like recover table space name, or recover data file, and what is the data file name or number, whatever it is. Fine. Or else recover the whole database itself we can give. If the whole database is been missed, okay, recover database you can give. Fine. So this is how we used to do the restore and recover. Now this is my new database. Okay. So I have just now created CDB2. So I'll show you. CDB2. Okay. So now SQL plus /sysdba. So I have to run the bash profile because it doesn't understand where the environment variables are there. So select name comma open underscore mode from $v database. Fine. So I have my container database CDB2 and I'll show PDBs. Only one I created, PDB2. Fine. So now my database is up and running. I have to take ORMAN backup. Okay. So I'll type exit ORMAN target / this is no catalog database. Okay, already we have done using catalog database backup. We have already done that, is we went into the other database and we created the catalog, isn't it? That is we created one user called some user we created in the other database, and then we did using the catalog database we have taken backup, right? So when you want to do using your no catalog, so for example, other than the production databases like testing or quality, so we can do it in no catalog mode. Fine. So now we have connected to the target database just to give backup database, because in database level we should have one backup ready. Okay, because my database is in no archive log mode, it is showing so I'll just make it as an archive. Okay, so now I'll go as Oracle user, I'll export Oracle SID is equal to CDB to SQL plus / sysdba. So I'll run the bash profile. So I have run. Now I'll select name comma open underscore mode from v dollar database. Okay, so I have done now. What I'll do now, I'll just, because I know archive log, how I'll do, I have to go to the mount stage and then I have to switch to the archive log, isn't it? So I'll shut immediate. I have to bring up my database in mount stage and change it to archive log. That you know already. So now we have shut it down. Now start up mount. So now alter database. First, before that, I'll check using two methods. I can check archive log list. So it's in no archive mode, or else I can select log underscore mode from v dollar database. Okay, so it is in no archive mode. So now alter database archive log. I'll give. So now I'll check archive log list as well as select log underscore mode from v dollar database. So now it is in archive mode. Fine. So now what I'll do, I'll just open the database, alter database, open. So now, so it's showing select name comma open underscore mode from v dollar database. Okay, so now it is in open mode. Now what I'll do, I'll go to here, I'll give the same thing. I'll just come out and I'll just connect. So now backup database. So the whole database it is taking. Okay, so this is for the root container. So it's system sysocs undo and users of the root container first it is taking. Next one, the other PDB and PDB $seeds also it will take. So it will take some time. See this one. So this is PDB $seed. You have sysocs, system and users. So what is the use of PDB $seed? It acts as a template for creating the database. So as we created earlier for our manually we created using various methods. So using that. So you have sysocs and system. This is for our PDB which I created freshly. So for that sysocs and system data files are present. So control file and SP file auto backup it has taken. Fine. So now we have backed up now. Now what we'll do, we'll simulate one thing. That is select name comma container ID from v dollar data file. So container ID is 3 means our PDB2 database. For PDB2 container ID 3. So these are the data files, that is system, syssocs and users. Okay. So for the template database, you have system and syssocs. So the other one, your undo system syssocs. These are for the root container. Okay, 1. If it is showing container ID is 1, it is showing system syssocs undo. Okay, and then users. So system and syssocs for the PDB dollar seed. Okay, so the other users system syssocs for PDB2, isn't it? Show PDB as the PDB2. Fine. So I'll alter pluggable database PDB2 open. So now we'll open the PDB as PDB2, show PDB as. Fine. So we'll enter. So already we have seen, if you want to enter into the PDB, we can go it in 2 ways. That is alter session set container is equal to PDB2 we can give, or else connect sys/oracle at PDB2 also using the listener also. If the client and the server are at different places, okay, different locations, different servers, then we would proceed with using that at PDB2, that is using the listener. Okay, so now I'm just going inside alter session set container is equal to PDB2. Okay, so now I am checking what are all the data files I have. So these are the data files I have. Isn't it? System, syssocs, undo is common. So system, syssocs and users. So what we'll do, we'll remove this users, or we can rename also. Okay, and we'll play around. What happens, we'll see. Okay, so now we'll go to this place. Okay, so users I'll remove. So this is the users data file. I'll just remove this. Okay, so now I have only this one, but it doesn't have effect here. I'll just the same command I'm giving, but still it is showing users data file, isn't it? So what I'll do, I'll just shut immediate. Now again I'll start up. See, while starting up, it is checking that users is not there and throwing error. So it will come to the mount stage now. Show PDBs. So it is in mount stage. Okay. So now we have to open the database. We'll, as usual, we'll try to give alta pluggable database PDB to open. So it won't allow to open because our users data file is missing. Fine. So now what we'll do, we'll go to Orman. Since we have the full backup, no need to worry. So just restore data file. Either the path, full path you can give, or else the number data file 10, or the full path you can give. Okay. So data file 10, I'll give. So finished restore. Now I'll try to open the database. Alta pluggable database PDB to open. Still it is requiring media recovery. So restore is not enough. We have to apply the archive logs because restore means it will be only from the backup we would have restored. That's it. After that, the transactions would have gone, isn't it? ACN would have got advanced. So we should not just halt with the restore. We have to proceed with the recovery as well. Fine. So now clear is not there. So now what we'll do, just recover data file 10 will see finished recovery. So now we'll check Alta and now we'll just check show PDBS. Still it is in mount stage. So we'll give Alta pluggable database PDB2 open. So we'll shut it down. So we'll check whether this is working under this. So it has come to read write, but it will show you in the CDB level only. Okay. So it's not at it has not at got effect. So alta session set container is equal to CDB $root. So either you can go like this. If you want to go to the root container, either you can go like this, alta session set container is equal to CDB $root, or else you can connect as usual, connect /oracle at CDB2, like that also you can do. Fine. So now show PDBs. So the whole database I have to shut down because SCNs might be vary between the PDBs. So see what it is asking. File 9 needs media recovery, it says, because the whole pluggable database it is asking for recovery. Okay, only one we have given. So I'll start up. So for the whole pluggable database, we have to restore the whole pluggable database instead of going through particular data file, because this user's data file have one particular SCN and the other data file, that is sysocs and system and all, will have some other SCN. So they want to synchronize all the SCNs. That's why it's asking so. Fine. So we'll try to open it. We have to go for recovering that particular data file. Fine. So still it is asking data file 9. So what we'll do, we'll go here. Okay, we'll try to give data file 9 restore and recover will do. So we'll come out. So PDB2, I have not put an entry into the network/admin. So we'll put an entry, just we'll copy this. Oh, PDB2. Okay. So TNS ping PDB2, because listener is not up. So we'll check the listener. So ls. So Oracle home and all is not set. That's why it is saying command not found. Okay. So it's not yet connected. LSNRCTL start. So it will take some time. Listener to start. Okay. So now PDB2 is there. Fine. So we'll ping. TNS ping will check. So it's pinging. Fine. So now rman, where I'll echo my Oracle SID. So I have to export it. Oracle underscore SID is equal to CDB2 rman target slash. So we have already got the backup list backup. So we have the backup already, full backup we have. Okay. So now restore data file 9 will give. Okay. sysocs. Now if you do this and recover data file 9 also, data file 8 it will ask for the recovery. That is PDB2's system data file, it will ask for the recovery. Okay. So we'll check. So we have restored. Now we'll recover data file 9. Fine. So now we'll check here. So we'll try to open now. See, data file 8 it is needing recovery. That is system data file. Because system only used to hold all the metadata, isn't it? So it's asking again. So instead, we can restore the whole database itself. Okay. So restore data file 8. We'll check what happens. So everything we have to work. Then only we'll get an idea. So restore is complete. Now recover data file 8. So now this is complete. Now so now it is open. Fine. So now what we'll do, we'll check what happens. So in the meantime, we'll select name comma open underscore mode. from $, database. Okay, CDB2 it is in read write mode only. Fine. So show PDBS will just show PDBS. Fine. So now what I'll do, I'll try to we'll go inside the PDB3 alta pluggable database. Alta session set container is equal to PDB3 is equal to PDB3. Okay. So now I'll select name from $, data file. So now what I'll do, I'll try to remove this system itself, because in the previous scenario, we removed users only, that is non-system, user created data file only I removed. So now what I'll do, I'll try to remove the system data file itself. Now we'll see what happens. Okay, so we'll go under this location. So I'll come out of Orman. I'll go to this location. Okay, and I'll remove system. I'll remove system. Okay, so now I don't have system. Now what I'll do, I'll just try to, this is in read write mode, isn't it? So I'll shut immediate. Now startup. See, data file 13 is moved. Okay, is not there. System is not there. Okay, that is system is not there, but still it is telling users only, because it is not able to identify the other data files as well. So what I'll do, I'll connect to container, root container. Okay, I'll connect to root container and show PDBS LK. Alta pluggable database PDB3 open. See, users is not there. So through the data file, we'll connect again Orman target slash. Okay, so data file 13 only it is asking for. So I'll just give, because see, last time what happened is we didn't have the users, so it was asking for users. So when I restored and recovered users, again it was asking for the recovery of sysocs. So when we did for sysocs, again it was asking for system. Like this it went on, isn't it? So now when we removed the system data file, see, select name from $, data file. So container ID is equal to 3. It is showing, but still system it is showing, sysocs it is showing, users it is showing. But still it is not able to open the pluggable database. Alta pluggable database PDB3 open if I give, it is not able to open it, because system is not available in the OS level, but in the SQL level it is showing. Fine. So now we'll go to the Orman and restore data file 13. See, we didn't have the backup, because the backup contained the previous, till the previous one only we had, isn't it? PDB 3 just now we created and we didn't have the backup. That's why it is throwing error. Fine. So if we don't have the backup, we cannot restore as well. We cannot recover. So I'll give recover and see what happens. See recover. It is starting media recovery, but still we'll check here, even though it has recovered it. See, now it is asking for sysox. Okay. So now I'll give recover data file 12, isn't it? So 12. So now let me see what happens. So it will ask for system. So recover data file 11. See, we don't have system because system only contains all the metadata, but still it is not able to find out, even though the other sysox and the other users, it was able to recover. Means what? Just the archive logs it was able to apply, but it was not able to find out for the system because system only contains the metadata about the sysox and the users data file. So it is not able to find out. That's why it's throwing error. Fine. So for this, we should have the backup. Without backup, we cannot restore. So see, for example, restore pluggable database PDB3. See, no backup is there. The same. Okay. So if I want to restore pluggable database PDB2, it will be there. So what we'll do, we'll connect to show PDBS. So PDB2 is there, alter session, set container is equal to PDB2. Select name from v dollar data file. Okay, so we'll remove one data file. I mean sysox I'll remove. Okay, I'll list it. So I'll remove sysox. So I'm able to see only system and temp. Okay, so now I'll just shut immediate. I'll give. See data file 10 needs. Even though sysox I did, I'll just connect to Orman. And restore pluggable database PDB2 I'll give. So data file 10, it is restoring 10 9. So 9 is what? Sysox and 10 is users. So system also it is restoring data file 8 9 10. So all the data files when we are giving as a pluggable database, then it will be showing all the data files, that is 8 9 and 10. Okay. So this is how it used to restore and recover. So now we'll give startup. So it has not yet got the effect. So I'll go to root container and then I'll check show PDBS. So alter pluggable database PDB2 open. So here in Orman, I didn't recover now. So recover pluggable database PDB2. Okay, so now I should be able to open. PDB2 open. Okay, so this is how we used to do restore and recovery. Okay, so when we don't have the backup, we cannot restore, and you would have seen what is the importance of the backup, because without the backup we are not able to do restore and recovery as well, right? That is, if we do restore only, we can keep our archive logs intact, up to date. Okay, so restore and recovery is very much important, provided we have the backup. Fine. So this is how we used to do in Orman, restore and recovery.